Yoga has many benefits for natural health that can have a profound effect on your mind, body and spirit. You may be surprised by the multitude of ailments that can be remedied by including yoga into your daily life. The practice of yoga brings with it many physical and emotional benefits that the majority of people are unaware of. Introduction to yoga and an overview of the major physical and psychological benefits of yoga, while how practicing yoga daily can have a profound effect on your ability to create a healthy lifestyle for yourself. Yoga is a science, and indeed, in many places in the world, such as India, it is referred to as a science. This is not merely playing with words, it truly is approached as a science, which means that it is understood in terms of scientific methods. Yogi science seeks to verify cause and effect, and build principles based upon objective observations. Indeed, in many places in the world, to be a yogi master of any credibility, one must be highly educated in the sciences, including physics and the biological sciences. This discussion on yoga as science is important for us to include because it allows us to sensibly ask the question, what are the benefits of yoga? After all, if yoga is a faith or a belief, then asking this question isn't fair, because it's one that yoga cannot answer in terms that we can objectively understand. Yoga is a science, as empirical and pragmatic as kinesiology, or exercise science, which seeks to understand how the body acts and reacts to changes in the internal physical environment. And even more simply than any of this, each of us has a right to ask the basic question, why should I bother practicing yoga and what experience or benefits can I expect? Indeed, while the experience of yoga cannot be reduced to words, just as reading a book on preparing for a marathon isn't going to actually physically prepare you to run a marathon, the goals and principles of yoga can easily be discussed. Here's the Mayo Clinic's take on the benefits of meditation. Meditation is used by people who are perfectly healthy as a means of stress reduction. But if you have a medical condition that's worsened by stress, you might find the practice valuable in reducing the stress-related effects of allergies, asthma, chronic pain and arthritis, among others. Yoga involves a series of postures, during which you pay special attention to your breathing, exhaling during certain movements and inhaling with others. You can approach yoga as a way to promote physical flexibility, strength and endurance, or as a way to enhance your spirituality. The mind-body connection. Yoga is centered on the mind-body connection. This mind-body harmony is achieved through three things: postures, asana; proper breathing, pranayama; meditation. Mind and body draw inspiration and guidance from the combined practices of asana, breathing, and meditation. As people age, to yogis, aging is an artificial condition. Our bodies become susceptible to toxins and poisons, caused by environmental and poor dietary factors. Yoga helps us through a cleaning process, turning our bodies into a well-synchronized and well-oiled piece of machinery. Physical benefits. By harmonizing these three principles, the benefits of yoga are attained. And just what are these benefits? Equilibrium in the body's central nervous system. Decrease in pulse. Respiratory and blood pressure rates. Cardiovascular efficiency. Gastrointestinal system stabilization. Increased breath holding time. Improved dexterity skills. Improved balance. Improved depth perception. Improved memory. Psychological benefits. As noted above, yoga also delivers an array of psychological benefits, and in fact, this is a very common reason why people begin practicing it in the first place. Perhaps the most frequently mentioned psychological benefit of yoga is an improved ability to manage stress. Yoga diminishes an individual's levels of anxiety, depression, and lethargy, thus enabling her to focus on what's spiritual and important, achieving balance and happiness. In part 2 of the benefits of yoga, we'll reveal how yoga can help deal with stress, unhealthy habits and pain management. The benefits of yoga go far beyond meditation and stretching. It is a way to release those toxic emotions that tend to stand in the way of living a healthy life. Some tips to take with you to a yoga class. Go to yoga class with an empty stomach. Yoga is full bending, twisting, lengthening, stretching, and strength moves. Eating a big dinner before that kind of movement could result in you cramping up or feeling nauseous and having to leave the class or not participate as fully as you'd like. Communicate with your yoga instructor. If you have a bad back or a sprained ankle, let your instructor know before class. She or he will offer you adjusted versions of poses or give you a nod when you should skip a pose that could make your condition worse. Leave your cell or mobile phones outside. Don't just put them on silent mode, but literally keep them in the car or in your bag. This is not only a favor to your classmates and their focus, but your mind should be focused only on yoga and not concerned with whether or not someone is trying to contact you about work or spilled juice on the living room carpet. Don't be late and don't leave early. This disrupts the instructor's train of thought and the concentration of others in the class. Also, you certainly won't get everything you can out of your hour if your hour is cut to 50 minutes before you've even begun. Be respectful of others in the class. Keep your voice down when you talk to others and in general, keeping conversation to a minimum. Bring your own towel or yoga mat if you need to and make sure that you are clean and not wearing any perfumes or strong scents. If props are used, make sure that you put yours away when you're finished and by all means, leave them there for the next class.